Hello students, welcome back to our English class. I hope so. Everyone are good and safe. In today's video, we are going to learn letter writing. So, what we are going to learn? Letter writing. So, before moving on to our topic, I want to ask you a question. How many of them know to write a letter? Have you ever written a letter to your principal or teacher? Yes? Do you know the difference between a formal letter and an informal letter? No? Okay. We'll now learn how to write an informal letter and a formal letter. So, at the end of the class, you will be able to use appropriate words and phrases, spell the English words correctly, recall the structural item presented, write distinctly and legibly. So, before knowing how to write a letter, first we will learn an introduction about letter writing. So, what is a letter writing? A letter is a written message conveyed from one person to another person through a medium, a means of communication, and a store of information. So, what is a letter writing? A letter is a written message. So, letter is a written message conveyed from one person to another person through a medium. So, it is conveyed from one person to another person through a medium, a means of communication, and a store of information. So, it is a written message and it is conveyed from one person to another person. It is a means of communication and a store of information. So, here in letter writing, we have two types. What are those? Formal letter and an informal letter. So, you all know what is formal letter and informal letter, isn't it? Yes. So, first, we'll see about formal letter. So, what is a formal letter? The formal letter is written for business or professional purposes with a specific objective in mind. It uses simple language that can be easy to read and interpret. So, what is a formal letter? The formal letter is written for business or professional purpose with a specific objective in mind. So, while writing a formal letter, it is written for business or professional purpose. Then it uses simple language. So, they are using very simple language while writing an formal letter that can be easy to read and interpret. So, formal letter is easy to read and it is easy to interpret. So, what is a formal letter? For whom the formal letter is written? It is written for business purpose or professional purpose. Then the using language is simple. It will be easy to read and interpret. Yes. Now we will see what is an informal letter. The informal letters are written to friends and relatives for personal communication and uses a casual or an emotional tone. I repeat, the informal letters are written to friends and relatives for personal communication and uses a casual or an emotional tone. So, for whom the informal letter are written? Yes, they are writing the informal letter to friends and relatives. For what purpose they are writing? Yes, to share their personal communication and use a casual or an emotional tone. So now you will be able to know the difference between formal letter and an informal letter. Isn't it, children? Yes, so now we will see about formal letter and an informal letter in brief. Yes. Shall we move on? Yes. So, first we are going to see formal letter. So, formal letter, we are going to see the leave letter. So, while writing the leave letter, what are the necessaries? Yes, first we need to write the sender's information, which means from. So, from means the letter is written by whom. So, from you should write your name, class and section, and school name. So, first from, then your name, class and section, then the school name has to be written. So first you need to write the sender's information. Next you need to mention receiver's information, to whom you are sending this letter. So first you need to write the sender's information. Next you need to mention the receiver's information, to whom you are writing this letter. So for that you need to write to the class teacher, class and section, then school name. So from your name, class and section, then school name. Next is the receiver's information, to whom you are sending, the class teacher, class and section, and your school name. So what is the next procedure? Yes, you need to write about the body. Yes. See, respected sir and madam. So, while writing a leave letter, you should follow the procedures. Yes, when you're writing a formal letter, strictly the procedures has to be followed. So, next, subject has to be mentioned. For what purpose you are asking permission. So, for what we are writing? Letter. As I am suffering from fever, I am unable to come to school, so I request you to grant me leave for one day. On then next you need to write the date which you took leave. So in the subject you need to write the correct purpose. Yes, for what reason you took the leave. So if you're feeling, if you were not feeling well, or you went to some other place, or you attend anyone's your marriage, then you need to write the exact reason. So here I have mentioned that the person is not feeling well. So as I am suffering from fever, I am unable to come to school, so I request you to grant me leave for one day. On next you need to write the date on which day you took leave. Next one, you need to write thanking you, so then only the letter will get completed and it will be respectful. Next you need to write yours sincerely. So why we are writing a yours sincerely? Yes, when we are writing it for a professional purpose or business purpose, we have to maintain a standard. So here we need to write yours sincerely, then your signature. So after written yours sincerely, underneath I want you all to put your signature. Now we'll recall the formal letter. So first what you need to write? Yes, you need to write the sender's information from. So for example, I have given you as your name as S. Karmugil. So here you need to write your own name. So I have given, for example, it as S. Karmugil, then class and section. So while writing leave letter, you need to mention your class and section. So which standard you belong to and your section. Next is school name, in which school you are studying. So these are the procedures which you cannot deny, it has to be followed. Then two. So two means is you need to write the receiver's information, to whom you are sending this letter, to whom you are writing this letter. The class teacher, 4A, then your school name. So, which standard you belong to, your section, and your school name. So, next, what you want to return? You want to return the subject. Yes, for what reason you took the leave. So, here you are asking them a leave. Yes, as I am suffering from fever, I am unable to come to school. So I request you to grant me leave for 1 day. Next, you need to write the date on which day you took leave. So then, thanking you, yours sincerely, and your signature. So, what are the procedures followed for informal letter? Yes, first you need to write the sender's information from your name, your standard, and the section you belong to, then your school name. So, next, what you will read? Yes, you will write to whom you are writing this letter. So, receiver's information should be written, the class teacher, standard section, and then school name. Next, you need to write the subject. So, for what purpose you took the leave on that particular date. So, if it is for marriage or any other day, then you need to write the exact reason for what you took leave. So here I have mentioned that I was not able, so I have took leave for that. As I am suffering from fever, I am unable to come to school. So I request you to grant me leave for 1 day. As I was not feeling well, so that I was took leave on that particular date. Next is thanking you, then yours sincerely. So while writing an formal letter, you need to write yours sincerely only. Next, after that, at last, you need to put your signature. Then only an informal letter is completed. So what are the procedures? From, to, then respected sir, madam, then you need to write the reason for which you took leave. Then yours sincerely. Last, your signature. Then only a formal letter gets completed. Yes. So now you all are clear with the formal letter? Yes? Very good. Now we'll see the example for informal letter. So again, to write an informal letter, there are procedures. So, what are the procedures followed for an informal letter? Yes, first you need to write your address, which means the sender's information. Yes, then you need to write the date. So, on which day you are sending this letter. Next, dear friend. If it is friend, you can write friend. If it is, if you're writing this letter for your father, mother, your sibling, or it can be your relative. So, for whom you're writing, dear father, mother, or anyone you can mention there. Next is for what reason you're writing this letter. It is very important here. Yes. So, see, I have a written letter for inviting my friend for a birthday party. Yes, I'm inviting my friend for my birthday party. Yes. Now I read the content. I am fine and hope you are also fine there. I am fine and hope you are also fine there. As you know, my birthday is coming also, and my parents have decided to a grand party. I will be very happy if you also join my birthday party. I have invited my other friends also. Birthday will be celebrated on 26th September. I am sure we will enjoy the party. I will be waiting for your presence and convey my best regards to your parents. So, I have written this letter to my friend. For what reason? I'm inviting her for my birthday party. So, what is the content? I'm fine and hope you are also fine there. Next, as you know, my birthday is coming. My parents have decided to a grand birthday party. So my parents have decided to celebrate my birthday. Then I will be very happy if you also join my birthday party. So I will be very happy if you join my birthday party. I have invited my other friends also. So I am not only inviting you, I have invited my other friends also. Birthday will be celebrated on 26th September. Next, I am sure we will enjoy the party. So I am very sure that we will enjoy the party. I will be waiting for your presents and convey my best regards to your parents. Next, yours lovingly and then your name. So, at last, you need to write yours lovingly and then your name. So, writing an informal letter, it can be written for any purpose, inviting your friends and family members for your birthday party, or you can write it for congratulating others for the achievements. Like this, there can be different reasons to write an informal letter, and the subject is at last you need to write yours lovingly, your name and your signature or your name. So what are the procedures to be for my informal letter? Your address, date, then dear friend, mother, father, or to whom you're writing this letter. Next, the reason for writing this letter. So it can be an invitation, or you can write letter for congratulating others for the achievements, or it can be different reasons. Next, yours lovingly and your name or your signature. So, by seeing an formal letter and informal letter, what are the difference between formal letter and informal letter? Yes, there is a different procedure to be followed for a formal letter and an informal letter. So, in formal letter, you need to write from to respected sir, madam, then thanking you, then yours sincerely, and then your signature. So, here in an informal letter, you need to write your address, then write then, dear friend, mother, or to whom you are writing this letter, you need to mention they. Next, the reason for writing this letter. Then, at last, your name or your signature. So, by this, you all will be able to know how to write a letter. Isn't it, children? Yes. And now you will be able to use appropriate words and phrases, spell the English words correctly, recall the structural item presented, write distinctly and legibly. So, your homework is write a letter to your class teacher asking to leave for attending a marriage function. I repeat, write a letter to your class teacher asking to leave for attending a marriage function. Write it and submit it in the Google Classroom. Thank you, children, for listening. Have a good day.